Welcome back, everybody, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup. On the left-hand side, we have gillyShark at Bingo Knight, aka Bingo, with a Chess Junkrat, Ekib Dahaka, Iron Anduin, Miller Kael'thas, and Stark on the Diablo. Just kidding. Right side of the map is going to be Smoke with MJH Hanzo, Chromage Sonya. Raijin is, I believe how you say the name for Tychus. XX Lunatic XX will be your Deckard, and Baby Whale is your Johanna. How many level 1 stacks for the Deckard by the end of the game? He is going to be going into the Scroll of Sealing, level 1. So he's going to be looking to land stuns onto enemies here. Scroll of Identify, I always flip those two. It is an uncapped quest. You might be like 45, but it's only 30. You can get more than the available amount, as one stack will go over to Deckard immediately. Fire Stomp out here as well. Enhanced Agility, Extra Wound Timers. We've got our Power Word Shield for Anduin. Shield Glare, Scroll of Identify, Quarterback, Slam for Sonya with the Rampage, no, Furious Blow. And 7 stacks on the Simple Geometry for Hanzo, as Stark is getting chunked a little bit here by the Tychus. Baby Whale with the Condemn. And the Leap of Faith is going to be not coming through. Iron with the Chymo Cleanse. Okay. Oh, by the way, since I have Chess and Stark in chat, would you two be interested next week at some point during stream to maybe do some Stormgate co-op commanders with the new content that's coming out? Ninja was saying that he's been playing a lot of co-op commanders but hasn't had the luck with getting many good teammates. So I was thinking I could maybe get a bunch of people in chat and we could do a bunch of co-op games and rotate people. Yeah, Ninja was mentioning yesterday, and there's a big content update on Tuesday the 17th. So I was thinking on Wednesday, on Variety Day, we could play some Stormgate, do co-op with chat. So I just want to give you guys a heads up if you wanted to maybe jump in during a lunch break or after work or something, so I can organize it. Doing my best to communicate early. Shadow Charge onto the Tychus. Diablo can't follow up much. Concussion Mine set in front of the front gate here by Chess Looter. Miller with 5 Regeneration Globes, 2 stacks for our Kael'thas with our Deckard. Sorry, I just looked over at the Twitch gamble and it blew my... It made me forget how to talk there for a second, because that's a lot of doubt. Like the beautiful Baja Boutique or something. Oh, I love that. I love that. Fire Stomp from Diablo right now. Ooh, we got some floor juice for the Deckard Kane. Lunatic gonna do the one heart that I feel like every Deckard has to do around this time. I don't know about everyone else, but whenever I play Deckard, from level 1 to like 5, 6-ish, I feel so mana starved. And then I hit level 7 and I have no problems with mana. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's like you hit certain mana regeneration rate or I don't know what, but... And I always feel like I struggle with Deckard mana up until about level 7. If you're stacking Deckard, you need a Hearth. Yeah, because you are spamming a lot of E's, and I think E is one of his most expensive mana tools. We can check that in a second, but yeah. That's also, I also take this level 1, so that's probably why I'm starved until level 6, level 7-ish. Concussion Mine onto the Jahan on the left-hand side here. Baby Whale trying to back away. It is the highest mana consumption. 5 more than Haradric Cube, though. Not much. But I also spam WE all the time. Beguiling Baja Boutique. Ooh. I forget what beguiling means, though. Fire Stomps out from Diablo. Did go Soul to Flame, as well as with the Eternal Flames level 7. Leap of Faith is good that time. Shield Glare, Drag, MJH, Natural Agility, but Chess Looter with the grenade over the wall. That might have just been an auto attack chasing after. And the Flame Strike's coming through. 23 to 32 and Skeletal Defenders favoring the side of Smoke as Sonya spears in. And they should be able to grab this on the Smoke side of things. As yes, they do get Border Punisher. Iron Skin from Johanna activated. Dahaka maybe looking for a drag on a Chrome Mage. Does land it, but no one from the gillyShark at Bingo Night is available to follow that up. Iki burrows, avoids the Condemn, and I think there's no extra pressure onto said Dahaka. Punisher won't jump over the wall. It looks like it jumped early right there onto one of the enemy players. Chest Looter, Stark a little low. They both tap well. Iron and Miller clearing things out. Raijin, Baby Whale, and Lunatic step up here, trying to get a lockdown onto a few enemies. Does get a double stack for that Decker Kane. 11 stacks currently for our Twitch prediction. Shadow Charge in from Diablo. Overpower, trying to pull Tychus right into that steel trap. But it's actually Johanna who steps up, getting hit by quite a bit of damage. Almost goes down. Iron wants the kill, but the potions are available. Chest Looter was not able to step up with some range damage. Down to 96 HP, I think was the lowest I saw him go. Yeah, I was thinking we could do it sometime around like 1 o'clock PDT. So that would be, I think 9 for Stark. I don't think it really matters though. I think he's on mostly West Coast time already. But yeah, I was thinking about doing it like 1 o'clock PDT. So that would be, what, 4 Central, 4 Eastern? I think that would work out for some of our viewers. The only thing I have to double check is if my physical therapy is next week or the following week. But I think it's at like 4 something, so still kind of later in the day. And 10 talent here, almost here on both sides. We're going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Overpower onto Baby Whale. Fire Stomp coming out as well. Start getting a little bit low from the damage of this Tychus as the Lightning Breath is activated. The Holy Word Salvation. We have been seeing so much Holy Word Salvation today. Division B East, Double L Dam took it twice in that best of 3, and we're seeing it here in Division A as well. Huh. Interesting. But if you think about it, like, Blessed Shield, Spear, Leap, Dragon's Arrow, Grenade... Actually, there are a decent amount of interrupts onto Holy Word Salvation, but if Iron will cooldown count like a grenade and some of the other abilities, then they should be fine to pop that. Or you just pop it far enough away that they can't dive into you. Speaking of dives, Stark goes in. Huge stay a while and listen. Phoenix from Kael'thas was summoned. Miller zones back Lunatic with that. Stark is able to live. Tanks a few tower shots. Woken up from the stay a while and listen. Bottom lane fort is getting low here, but will not be taken down. Frozen Punisher up on the top next. Dahaka doing some double soak for his allies. Making sure he's not going to take too much free damage, but does pick up the experience in lane. Camp on the left being pinged. Camp on the right being worked on. It worked for you? Okay, I will plan for 1 o'clock on Wednesday next week for our Stormgate. I'm really excited to check out the new patch, because it's quite, like, if you look at, like, the patch numbering, it's quite a jump in the actual version numbering, if you will. That's probably the correct term for it. Nice Chest Looter Concussion Mine, able to get away. But a Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Sonya leaps in as well. There's going to be a Shadow... The Holy Word Salvation! The Holy Word Salvation will be interrupted. The Riptide from Junkrat doesn't find the kill. Sonya spins. There's going to be a Kael'thas Phoenix down, and Anduin does fall as well. What looked like a possible turnaround for gillyShark at Bingo Night will yield 2 kills over to the right-hand side, and probably another Punisher as well. Smoke doing a great job leading this map and this series. This is our 3rd best of 3 of the day. We will do more casting. We're having a good time doing some NGS casting, so we'll keep doing it. Dahaka in bottom lane. We'll get the fort down here. And for those of you wondering, I'm going to get some NGS casting or NGS editing done for YouTube tonight as well, so I'm like 5 games behind on my YouTube channel for NGS games. As Hanzo goes down to the Kael'thas in the top lane, Dahaka pops Essence. I'm here to see if Dahaka has the Great Escape, and it looks like he will be able to jump that motorcycle over that gate. That's a deep cut for somebody in chat. Though I don't think it was the right movie reference. 13 to 12 currently. Dahaka brush stalks into this top objective area. Phoenix activated by Kael'thas. Isolation attempted from Iki. But a drag does connect. A gravity lapse into 2. The Riptide from Junkrat, I think it might have been interrupted. Dragon's Arrow goes wide. Leaping from Sonya to interrupt the Holy Word Salvation. Concussion Mine blows Sonya further away from her allies. The Chastise locks her in place, and a few Bingo members back away. Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Diablo Shadow charges onto Baby Whale. Johanna trying to get out of here now. The Holy Word, or the Stay Well and Listen catches 2. Sonya spears into Kael'thas, and Hanzo finds the last little bit of damage. Punisher now team fighting in the top lane, getting a few punches onto the drag target of Dahaka, that Deckard Cain. Chromage getting low here. It's a super potion from Deckard Cain, but I think there's enough damage around to still get that kill. Commandeer Odin is going to expire, and the jump from the Punisher, the Shadow Charge, the... Wah-wee! Shadow Charge into drag from Dahaka. Punisher at about 60% HP. Dahaka Hearth's out. Probably his Brushstock? No. He's already used Brushstock. Wow, indeed. 8 seconds on Brushstock. Bottom lane Catapult is pushing on to keep front gate. Junkrat's pushing up mid. Ando and Diablo will confirm the top lane fort. Beautifully done from gillyShark at Bingo Night. Finding a couple kills. And starting to lead this map number 1 as they almost take down top lane fort. Punisher has a jump on the Lunatic for sure. Decker gonna try and eat some of this damage to pull the Punisher off of this. Minion wave is here. Another minion wave crashing soon. Camp invaded on the mid lane right side. Hey, Colio, what's up, bud? And yeah, top lane fort. Ooh, does Johanna have the save? Yes, she does. What's this on currently? 1,049 HP. What is the HGC? That'd be it'd be really cool if Heroes of the Storm had like this like circuit that kind of covered the entire globe. That'd be really cool, chat. Iki with a couple autos onto the Sonya. She'll spin. Hanzo Genji Cup. Well, let's not name an entire tournament series after 2 of the most obnoxious heroes to constantly cast and play against or play as. I think it's Helen Greek Capture. That's what happened. Oh, it's a reference to Age of Mythology. That makes sense. That makes sense. I love that we're like, what, 5 years after HEC and we're still trying to name things after HEC. Let's create, like, as Grubby said when we did CCL and I said Calaris Core, he goes, Bahamut, I'm not against it. But why can't we pave our own path? And I was like, shit, Grubby, you're right. That's why we have the Not Like This core now. You made a good point. Dahaka in top lane, pushing up a wave. We got Fallen Shaman over here as well. Bottom lane fort can take a bit of damage. 9-4 in our kills, as it's 17-16. A little more than a level lead. Fallen Shaman still pushing top. Maybe an invade into this camp on the left-hand side. By the way, 21 stacks for our Twitch prediction for the Deckard Cain. 12.5 minutes in. It's not bad for Infernal Shrines, really. You do have the first set of armor reduction. At 30, you get a -15 for 6 seconds. So currently, if an enemy hero is hit by Scroll of Sealing, it is going to be reducing their armor by 10 for 4 seconds. A little more burst ability available. Here comes the Odin. That is going to be Dahaka brush stalking in as well. Chattering Teeth find the Johanna. The Dragon's Arrow goes right between a few enemies as Concussion Mine pushes back the Johanna once again. E-Keep looking for maybe a drag onto one of the enemies here. Has the autos. That's a drag onto Johanna. And here comes the rest of the team with the great living bomb value. Dahaka burrows as the Stay While and Listen activates. The Lurker Strain gets the bop onto the old man, and he's going to go have some hard candies back at the retirement home. Drag from Dahaka. Baby Whale getting low and does go down. Dahaka finds that kill. Chat, you know how, like, when we were kids, the older generation had, like, butterscotch candies and stuff? Do you think when we're older, we're gonna have, like, Jolly Ranchers as the hard candies, and all the kids are gonna be like, ew, Jolly Ranchers? You know? That just popped in my head. Like, I can't wait to be an old man and just be like, hey, kids, you want some Jolly Ranchers? I've got grape! I've got all the worst flavors, because I ate the best ones. That's a wholesome thought. I think we'd all have drowned in the seawater and nuclear fallout. Yeah, you're probably right, Stark. You're probably right. You're probably right. What's up, Calamancy? How you doing, bud? You like the grape Jolly Ranchers? Well, I'll mail them to you, man. I think I like just about any flavor but grape. Like, grape's not bad. I don't mind it, but it's just not my go-to. Honestly, cherry is so good. Like, everyone loves the sour apple, the green, but cherry is super good, too. Anyways, Fire Stomp from Diablo. My thoughts of being an old man aside. A lot of healing potions, a lot of super potions set down on the ground from Decker Kane. 19 to 18 in our levels right now as the Arcane Punisher will confirm mid lane fort, get a bit of damage under the keep front gate. Lead from Sonya, Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. Unfortunately, this is going to be Holy Word Salvation activated by the Kael'thas, but the Decker Kane root does connect. It doesn't find the kill. The overpower from Diablo as the isolated Johanna is trying to back away, and she will not be able to. Odin has been summoned. Does not look like that is going to dissuade gillyShark and Bingo Knight. They do have 20 talents here. Flamethrower, Cannonballs. We have the Hellgate in from Diablo to close the distance into a Shadow Charge. Into the drag from Dahaka. Stay a while and listen. Raijin is going to spread that Living Bomb. No, not at all, actually. Tychus does not. And he does not go down. Nicely done. Stay a while and listen, creating enough room for the ally to back away. Isolation, Contagion, Censure, Flamethrower, and Hellgate for Diablo, as I mentioned. You can tell Hydra is young because he wasn't traumatized by grape-flavored medicine. I mean, I had grape-flavored medicine, and I didn't mind it. It's just grape-flavored stuff is not my jam. I've had my fair share of grape-flavored medicine. My gosh. I mean, to be honest, grape Kool-Aid slaps so hard, man. Dragon's Arrow getting a nice splash as Sonya leaps in. The Blessed Shield to follow it up, and this could be a massive multi-kill for the side of Smoke. They needed it. The isolation does not connect. And now Miller being chased. The Chastise does get a stun onto Tychus. Johanna looking to pull back Miller. The slow from the punish, but there's no subdone. Doesn't matter. Kael'thas still goes down. Sonya spinning right on this, right on Iron here. Does have that no escape level 13. Diablo Shadow charges, gets the collision. Not full souls, and as a Fire Stomp Diablo, Stay a While and Listen does connect. He gets woken up immediately. Tower shots are focusing onto the Johanna. The well tap from Stark as the Fire Stomp comes through, but Chromage and friends are going to be able to take down this bottom lane fort. Dahaka, meanwhile, soaks top. Mortar Punisher will be up here as well. Radiating Faith, level 20 for the Johanna. We have the Spray and Pray. No, I can do this all day. Spray and Pray is level 13. So overkill, reduce overkill cooldown by 5 seconds while channeling overkill. Tychus gains 40 armor. We have the Bottomless Flask for Deckard Cain. Ignore Pain for the Sonya, and Bullseye Hanzo. I had some black cherry whiskey and my parents asked if I was robo-tripping. I don't remember what robo-tripping is. Oh no, isn't it Robitussin or something like that? Isn't that robo-tripping? I remember I showed up to a show one night. It was like New Year's Eve back in Detroit, and like we knew this couple, and they were walking in as we were walking out, and my girlfriend was talking to them, and the dude was like, "Yeah, man, we're robo-tripping," and I was like, "That sounds awful. Bye." I like to be sleepy and not all there at a giant event. No, thank you. I actually have no idea what it's all about. I never went down that route. MJH able to get the natural agility over the corner of the wall. The Lightning Breath activated by the Diablos. We currently have Phoenix thrown in. So leap from Sonya to close the distance. The Holy Word Salvation is going to be interrupted by the Dragon's Arrow of Hanzo. Here comes a Riptire from the Junkrat. No extra oomph level 20. Kael'thas first to go down. Decker Kane stacks done. So is the Johanna sub done. Sonya traded for a Kael'thas Anduin. And you can't be too upset on the side of Smoke for those results of this engagement. I remember there was a dude who told us, he's like, yeah, back in the day, man, I shaved my head and put Icy Hot on my head because I was told you could get high that way. And I was like, that sounds like you might need to talk to someone about that. That sounds a bit extreme, man. Oh, Metro Detroit. What an interesting area. Alrighty, well, Chess Leader will grab the camp for bottom. We'll have Mortar Punisher moving in through top lane. One tower, gate is a little bit... One tower's down, gate is very low, and a bit of damage on the other tower. Stark, it's impressive that you can play in type. You should teach Storm League players this trick. Oh, okay. Alright. Stark doesn't need to educate the Storm League players on how to type because they already naturally know how to do that. Most Storm League players are authors. That's why George R.R. Martin and Patrick Rothfuss haven't finished their books yet, because they're sitting there typing in Storm League too much. Top lane keep does go down. E-Keep and friends are needing to defend. Wow, I actually thought they were going to step up. With Odin and everything, I thought they were going to step up and try and take this core, but no. All right, Punisher will be cleared away. Core will be scratched. Mid lane fort goes down. Sonya was managing over here in mid. They do have a camp and such pushing onto the bottom lane keep, but I thought that they were gonna... I thought Smoke was gonna pull the trigger and really go all in for that, but they don't. It doesn't happen. No damage on the core, but a win condition is set up by Smoke. They get a nice double multi-kill or so, or double or triple kill or so, and I think they can kind of run through top and end game. Death timers are long enough. It looks like a possible end on this, but there's still a ways to go. They still need that team fight. Looks like they'll probably play around the next objective phasing, which is going to be mid. Mid keep is very healthy. Keep did take a little bit of damage on the opposing side. Keep front gate is gone, and the structure has been is down to about 60% HP overall. Another canceled interview. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ninja. I'm really sorry to hear that, bud. I hope that just opens up the opportunity for better interviews, but I know that does not solve or make things better. But I wish the best for you, my friend. Also, the rudeness from those people to cancel like that and organize it so early, I hope they step on a Lego. I hope their toast is burnt. I hope their steak comes out overcooked. Overcooked. I think the overcooked is worse than undercooked. I hope their steak comes out like beef jerky, but worse than beef jerky. And if they're vegan or vegetarian, I hope their tofu tastes like doggy doo-doo. Yeah, overcooked is definitely worse on a steak. Because undercooked, you can be like, hey, can you throw this back on the grill for 5 minutes? $2.50 each side, $2.30 each side. Shoe leather. Oh, for real. Dude, I've had some shoe leather steaks. Oh my god. Hellgate in from Diablo. Fire Stomp right before. That all comes in, and that will be Lightning Breath to cook up the old man. He's going to head back to the retirement home for a plate full of Jolly Ranchers. Yeah, I like that way better. Riptire onto Baby Whale. Pushes the Johanna into the loving arms of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Shadow Charge, overpowered. Leap from Sonya creates a small window for Johanna, but it's not big enough for her to fit through, and she will kind of just hit the window frame and fall down. Taken out here. Dahaka. Ooh, can he land the drag into the steel trap? Beautifully done, E-Keep. And here's a gravity lapse that will not connect. Ignore pain activated by the Sonya. E-Keep still chasing in. Is getting a little bit low to the Sonya. Probably has Essence. Another drag, and that'll be another kill. Another Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Mid-Keep is going to start taking some damage. Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Annihilation and Ragnarok missiles being fired out. No big red buttons, since that was not taken at 20. Looks like our Dahaka will head into bottom lane. Did he brush stock down here? He did. Okay, get some tea here while we have the lull. And I gotta say, Decker Kane's been kind of stuck at 31 stacks here. Feel like he has not been able to really break past that 31 mark in the last few minutes. Granted, he did get blown up, and so he's been dead for a little bit. Double steel trap on the right-hand side. Fire Stomps from Diablo. Iron on the left hand over here with the Anduin ready to go. I am curious why he didn't go for... Well, I guess I actually know the answer. I was going to say, I'm curious why he didn't go for the Light of Stormwind, but with the amount of interrupts, as I mentioned, Bless Shield, Stay While and Listen, Grenade Tychus, Leap Sonya, Dragon's Arrow Hanzo, Bullseye at this point as well, Spear from Sonya. There's a lot of interrupts onto Holy Word Salvation, so I actually don't disagree with Center at 20 at all. I think it would have been very ballsy for the Anduin player to go for Light of Stormwind with so many ways to interrupt it from the opposing side. Dragon's Arrow onto Diablo, followed up. Oh, wow, the Sonic Arrow Bullseye doesn't connect. Hellgate from Diablo allows Stark to back away. Pretty long cooldown on that, but he's not going to be bursted. Big jump from the Punisher. Isolation, stay a while and listen. So much being used. The Phoenix comes out as well, but it's an immediate Tychus kill. The Leap of Faith pulls Miller to safety with the Arcane Barrier active. Ignore Pain for Sonya is here, but that's a big ol' Riptire to say rip to the health of this Hanzo. Of course, shielding is falling. gillyShark at Bingo Night with a lead in this map number 1. Third best of 3 of the day. Can they end right here, right now? It does look promising. A lot of floor juice on the ground from Decker Kane, but it won't be enough to keep the core alive. And that'll be map 1 to gillyShark at Bingo Night. Smoke go down. You could say they dissipated. That being, I hope their socks are always uncomfortably damp. I agree. That being said, Iron is in the camp of sometimes you only need protected for the Anduin battle. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Because the level 20 gives you invulnerable to the allies, right? I think it's invulnerable for the level 20 upgrade. How many Decker Kane stacks? He had 44 or less. 44 or less. Let me double check that because it's a big payout. Yes, 36. Him's at 36. Let's pay out that bet. We'll go through these stats. We'll run some ads and get into map number 2. Fun series is this today. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup between gillyShark at Bingo Night with a Chest Looter Junkrat, Iron Sylvanas, Ekib Dahaka, Stark Diablo, and Miller Coffee is your Rhaegar. Right-hand side of the map is Smoke, trying to take us to a map number 3 through this best-of-3 series. We've got a Raijin Greymane, Chromage Blaze, MJH on the Falstead, Lunatic will be your Stukov, and Baby Whale is on the Muradin. And as I said, Q build Falstead, Gathering Storm. So how many stacks will we have by the end of the game? Get your predictions in. Banned skin! Muradin! Muradin's using a banned skin, chat. GG's. Obviously, they're going to win because they use a banned skin. Report them quickly! No one ever pays attention. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there's some people that care, but on the vast majority, I think most don't. Concussion Mine splits Baby Whale away from the initial dive. Chess Looter helping out his allies right there. Support player Chess. As Ekib and Chromage in mid will kind of brawl out here. 8 stacks already for Falstead as he flies on up to top lane. Gets a quick clear onto that as Dahaka still meanders his way. Does have the enhanced agility level 1. And how are we doing on Twitch Gambles? Whoa! Big predictions already. Excuse me, sorry. I forgot how to breathe. Anyways, this is the third best of 3 of the day, and if this is a 2-0, we will do a Twitch poll on what division we cast next. So if you are in a division and would like to see your game casted, I am taking requests and suggestions. If not, we'll do a little Twitch poll. And I will put 3 options out for you, because we're going to do a bunch more Heroes of Storm casting. I'm having a good time. Y'all are having a good time. We'll keep the casting rolling today. Baby Whale on the right, just kind of threatening. Raijin discovered as well as Lunatic from that Fire Stomp, but Stark is the one who's going to be able to Shadow Charge, overpower. Baby Whale with the Muradin, Dwarf toss away, but right into the loving tongue of Dahaka. Baby Whale with a thunderclap on the ground. Raijin trying to back away. Greymane and Muradin so low. Diablo closes the distance with a shadow charge. And I think they're just going to go for Stukov. No, I thought there was an overpower available, but it doesn't look like Diablo was able to target someone or had the cooldown. And Falstad in top lane continues to soak. We do have something unique here we don't see very often. I do want to point it out for the Blaze. Hopefully he does not go down here. That'd be a little awkward. But Blaze did go into new habits level 1. We don't see that very often. You don't see that very often. The loving tongue. Yeah, I mean, you know, if Anduin leaps of faith, it's the loving arms of Anduin. If Dahaka drags you, it's the loving tongue. Nothing weird about that at all. Not like I said Weenus's glowing tip earlier. To which he immediately clipped. And Nightbot tried to deny, but I have figured out how to get Nightbot not to block Twitch links from non-subs. Or at least clip links. Alright, Black Arrow's activated from Sylvanas to speed up this camp on the left-hand side. First seed is available. A little bit of an experience advantage over to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Baby Whale trying to clear out the sappers. Diablo Shadow charges in. Brush Talk from Dahaka on the low side of this engagement. Might be able to go for Baby Whale. Should have a drag available. Lands the drag. Dark Swarm active. And Muradin, 5 HP? No way! Shadow charge from the Diablo as the trait for Muradin does kick in. He did go third win level 1, so he's got rapid healing as well as a higher threshold. And with the well tap, Muradin will be full. Oh, yikes forever, man. And I think I said Dahaka has cooldown reduction. He doesn't have level 7 yet, so he doesn't have Feeding Frenzy. I might have misspoke there, my bad. See, Predecessor needs a character like Dahaka. But I will say this, I'm having such a good time playing Predecessor. I really am enjoying that game. Deadlock is fun, but I like Predecessor's kind of scratching that itch a little bit more. I think also Predecessor's very welcoming to new players. The auto talent system, the auto item system is so nice. I like, oh my god, the reflected weenuses. Very nicely done, Kev. Alright, Dahaka bottom lane with up against the Blaze. We've got Muradin rotating up here in top as well. 1 kill leading to the left-hand side. A few grenades coming into the fort front gate. 52 stacks on Diablo's souls right now. No soul to flame. Did go sacrificial soul at level 4. So if he lands the shadow charge with the, well, if there's collision from the shadow charge, he gets 10 souls and also gets 20 armor for the time being. If he's at full souls, he'll have 40 armor as the Dragon to Greymane does connect. Dahaka kind of caught in this corridor. He does have Dark Swarm and Lurker Strain to kind of get away from the enemies. Dark Swarm allowing you to maneuver through enemies like Spin from Sonya. A drag onto Falstad, very low on mana. Diablo comes in with a Shadow Charge. A few minions go down, up to 64 souls. Seed on the top right of the map. Good positioning for the members of Smoke, but can gillyShark and Bingo Night deny that? Falstad in the bush, trying to heal up a little bit of that mana over time from the well tap. Overpower into Shadow Charge, Chattering Teeth chasing out. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze creating a little bit of space for the allies to back away. Muradin, Dwarf tosses, taps the well. Trait will kick in, popping up that health bar a little bit more. Chattering Teeth discover the Muradin. Concussion Mine could blast him away, but it won't be activated. Muradin, Baby Whale trying to get that trigger. So is Lunatic over here, but Chest Looter says, I see you, but I don't want to activate that just yet. Might use it later. I'm gonna hold on to all of this this grease until later in the game, and I'll never use it. Oh wow, what a wiggle from Baby Whale, avoids the Concussion Mine trigger right there. Good poker face from our Muradin, I do believe. Falstad able to barrel roll away. Concussion Mine blasting back the enemies. Dahaka brush stalking in. And Iki is just going to head towards top lane. So, 1 out of 3 seeds on both sides. We do have Falstad heading to bottom. We'll check on some of the stackage in a little bit here. Left camp is grabbed. Camp above is as well. We'll have Blaze and Dahaka still in top lane, but Dahaka chilling in the bush. We have Riptire, Isolation, Apocalypse, Ancestor Healing, and Wailing Arrow. On the opposing side, Avatar, Massive Shove, Gust, Bunker, and Curse Bullet. Drag into Dark Swarm. MJH is up here with 34 stacks. Lands the Jumper Potion from Blaze. E-Keep pushes back the enemies with that Lurker Strain bop. Camp in this bottom center of the map. We do currently have Chess and Iron pushing things up here. Concussion Mine to blast back Chromage. Siege Giant still sieging through mid. Stark has an angle. Apocalypse activation onto 3 enemy heroes. The Fire Stomp is huge. The Riptire says, rip your health bar, and Falstead flies in. No Gust to be used, but they want to get that Muradin kill. They won't find it. Blaze with a delay over the wall. You know, if this was level 13 and you took Grill and Kill, you would have got some stacks there. just in case anyone was wondering about Grill and Kill. Still waiting for Grill and Kill to become meta. Any day now. More Fire Stomps from Diablo. Cleanse onto this Sylvanas from Miller. Doesn't have the purifications, so still 60-second purge cooldown. Next seed, top left of the map. Top left of the map. A good position for gillyShark at Bingo Night. Uh-oh, mid lane. Dive, Gust, Stark, and Miller should be dead here. Self-cast Ancestral. Stark says, I got souls. Miller, you live. And Dahaka near the Rhaegar as well. Did he brush stock up for this? He did not. It was actually on 2-second cooldown right there. Stormbolt into Thunderclap. Muradin doesn't find anything more than that. Avatar about to be available. Though I will say this, 5% cooldown reduction when you utilize Thunderclap on an enemy. Diablo Fire stomps out, sees the Blaze in the bush. 13 to 12 in our levels right now. Next seed should be contested at 13-13 in talents. 40 stacks for our Falstead. Level 13 for Diablo will be the devastating charge. Ferocious Stalker. We also have the Remorseless. We'll have the Chattering Teeth with the Sticky Wicket and the Gotta Trap 'em all. Apocalypse activated by the Diablo. Unfortunately, there was a Stormbolt that stunned him out, so he's not able to get the combination lockdown onto this Muradin, so no threat onto him. Sylvanas, by the way, we didn't talk about this, went Mercenary Queen level 4, and you can see that buff onto the Siege Giants here. Steel Trap thrown out. Dahaka working his way towards mid. A Shadow Charge, that's 1 stack on the Devastating Charge level 13. Dahaka brush stalking in, looking for a drag target. Activates the Dark Swarm, looks for the drag, lands it onto Muradin. Does have some healing over time from the Well Tap. Avatar activated as well. Riptide from Junkrat. The body blocking is pretty good as the Jumper Potion from Blaze does lock down a few enemies. Miller wants to just bite the butt of Baby Whale, but I think that butt's a little too big to bite and get your teeth around. A drag from Dahaka will be just shy. No level 16, so no elongated tongue. Black Arrow from Sylvanas activated with the Siege Giant still rocketing in through top with that Mercenary Queen value. Falstead around the objective phase. Dahaka's heading down there. Can he get here in time for the interrupt? No! Just half a second too late to get in range of the Dark Swarm. And I think the animation time of drag would have been a little too long there. So, gillyShark at Bingo Night gotta defend against Smoke's Garden Terror phase. And maybe this is what opens up the map for our red team. Maybe they can build some momentum here, take us to that map number 3. We're going to find out as this map does progress. Chest Looter wiggles away from a Stormbolt of Muradin, throws back a few frag launcher grenades. Oh, seriously, that was a very close interrupt that was a very close attempt to interrupt Falstead. Very, very close on that one. 43 stacks for our Falstead for our Twitch predictors. As we've got 15 apiece, top lane wave pushing into the keep front gates. Dahaka brush stalking into the flank. The Apocalypse into a overpowered drag. Riptire. Goodbye. Stukov in this engagement. Sylvanas comes in with the Haunting Wave. She'll get the Wailing Arrow kill onto him. Gus from Falstad. Is it going to be good enough to save the Muradin? Unfortunately not. Sylvanas coming through with a
triple kill.
Move back into laning. One structure in this entire map has been taken down 11 minutes in. And Diablo comes through. He has that domination. So we got the reset on the Shadow Charge. He was like, oh, Falstad, would you like to hover against a wall? Smush. So Diablo will anchor in the bush above. Miller starts the camp. Black Arrows from Sylvanas activated. Locks down the tower. She'll confirm that, then back off and clear out the wave. As well as pick up that missing experience. Blaze to Haka in top lane. Still brawling out. Excuse me. Alright, so... Beating Frenzy attempt for a drag. No connection. It is going to be Tunneling Claws for the Dahaka level 16. No elongated tongue or anything like that. What do we get on the 16s on the right? If we have... So this is usually Flow Rider, Airy Gust. We could see Crippling Hammer, but I doubt it. Yeah. There's a nice synergy between the build with this. So what does this mean? So Tailwind is... While Tailwind is active, Falstad's basic abilities recharge 100% faster. And then you have Ares Gust, which is going to be reduce the activation time for Tailwind from 5 to 3 seconds and increase the movement speed bonus from 15 to 25. So, nice combination on those. More Qs, so long as you don't take damage. And if you do, it's only a 3-second activation for the Tailwind. Little hammering into bottom lane just to poke at the wave. Dahaka down here, going to continue pushing things up off the minion wave. We do have Enhanced Agility at 9 stacks. Dahaka, oh, he was thinking that Falstad would continue moving towards him in the bush, but with Dahaka clearing the wave and jumping right back in the bush, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I did hear a Haunting Wave from Sylvanas, and I thought Stark was being threatened, and he actually is going to be threatened in top lane. Full Souls in the Diablo. Jet Propulsion lands. The Dahaka Brush Shock into the flank. Falstad with a Gust. No, Falstad! Don't gust them near the drag target! And Falstad is now going to be the target of Diablo. Overpower, Shadow Charge, overpower into the stun, double stun of the Apocalypse. Falstad goes down first. Baby Whale getting a little bit low, but they really want to target onto Lunatic right now. Lurker Strain bops that Stukov. Chest Slitter with the channel. Baby Whale lands a Piercing Stormbolt. Dwarf tosses away. The drag from Dahaka. Crow Mage pushed back into the enemies by Diablo Shadow Charge. And this will be a camp also grabbed. Bottom lane, remember when Dahaka was pushing down here, chat? Yeah, that's Garden Tear spawning on the keep, basically. Mid fort shall go down. Top fort shall go down. It's looking promising. Bottom keep probably saved. Murd and Greymane have decent damage here. They'll kill the Overgrowth plants. That means that they've got tower shots to help out with this. Garden Terror in bottom lane is being rapidly reduced. Dahaka stepping up right now. Activates the Darkstorm, pulling some tower shots. Looks for the drag, can't land anything. And Keep will be saved. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Siege does continue with 20 talents here on the left-hand side. Cannonballs. We have the Withering Barrage, as well as the Isolation Contagion, Hellgate for Diablo, and Farseer's Blessing for our Rhaegar. Another Shadow Charge in. Gust from the Falstad to push back the mass siege through top, but I still think they get the keep here. And Dahaka was pushing up mid. This will be objective phase ending. Oh, the black arrows are not enough. Junkrat trying to throw in some of these cannonballs, but the enemy team is just eating them. Chest Slitter, he wants to try and get it. No, it's so low. Chest is going to go for it again. And Falstad barrel rolls in, 141 HP left on this. The Apocalypse activated by the Diablo, the Shadow Charge, and the Murd. He does get the Avatar activated. Blaze coming in with the Jet Propulsion. The Ancestral Healing saves Chest Slitter. Murd and Dwarf tosses away with 140 HP. The Bunker from Blaze will be called down, but it expires as the Jet Propulsion back into the enemies splashes some of that stun onto them. But gillyShark and Bingo Knight jump onto the Greymane and take him down. Ravenous for the Worgen, as now top lane keep does go down. Mid keep to be looked at next by gillyShark and Bingo Knight. A lurking arm from Stukov does not dissuade this team. Another lurking arm placed on the ground, but it's still just not enough to zone. Black arrows are just enough to say, hey, we should be able to confirm this with the kill onto that Greymane. One keep remains through bottom lane. 0 out of 3 seeds on both sides. And gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they're rotating quickly to bottom. And I think they want to go for the triple keep phase. And can they do it with Greymane dead for the next 13 seconds? Shadow Charge met by a Jet Propulsion. Concussion Mine blast Muradin away. The Massive Chef pushes Diablo all the way by the fort in the bottom lane. Bottom keep will not be taken down. And it seems like gillyShark and Bingo Knight have called the disengage and called to retreat for camps.
Seed is ready for gathering. I suggest.
By the way, Chest Looter has endless nades, so blocking these frag launcher grenades is not in the best interest because then he can keep poking at you, keep whittling at you. False set at 90 stacks. Yep. False set at 90 out of the 100 stacks for our Twitch prediction. It's 11-1 in kills. gillyShark and Bingo Knight leading this series, leading this map number 2. They could possibly have a 2-0, but who knows? 20 talents here could be a good moment, or a big moment for Smoke. Smoke, I'm assuming they're going to go Wind Tunnel at 20. If they can find a good Wind Tunnel corner with like Jet Propulsion, Muradin piercing Stormbolts, some good old slaps from Stukov, Lurking Arm, all that good stuff, I think they could find some fights, but of course, I do believe the members of Smoke, they're gonna need like 2 really good fights. They do have they do have top lane opened up. It really just depends on where the fight happens. Shadow Charge from Diablo. He attempted something, I think, with the Hellgate. I thought I heard Hellgate. Yep, 91 seconds on the cooldown. Oh, Chest Looter. Oh, Chest Looter. Alright, so bottom lane camp, mid lane camp. Mid will be cleared away. Bottom is pretty far back, over by the fort. Diablo starts out this camp over here on the left-hand side. And Dahaka just meandering away around the map. And so the 20s on the right-hand side will be that top-off. We've got the Rewind, we've got Wind Tunnel, Fortified Bunker, and the Blunder Buses. For Greymane. 2-level scaling advantage on the left-hand side of gillyShark at Bingo Knight. 22-20. Blunderbuss. I didn't say anything weird. No, not me. I would never say a mispronunciation of a name. No. Clap it! Healing pathogen spread around over here. Cocktail thrown into Diablo. Falstad flies on over. Dahaka still split pushing. Should have Brush Dock available. We can check really quickly for Twitch chat. Indeed he does. I guess YouTube chat too. We're not streaming to YouTube, but this will go there. One delayed. Dwarf Toss into the Steel Trap. Blessed be the Bush Trap. Dahaka, as I mentioned, split soaking. Catapult fixated onto the keep. Will confirm the third keep. Blaze taking a lot of damage, wailing her from Sylvanas, but the bunker comes down in time. The seed will go to the right-hand side, but Chromage getting really, really low. The isolation from Dahaka does connect onto this Stukov as the Wind Tunnel from Falstad pushes some enemies away. It does look like it's created a bit of space, but Will of the Forsaken from Iron will be activated, and they find the Stukov kill. gillyShark and Bingo Knight looking to make this series a 2-0 as they push in. Shadow Charge, big range from Diablo, overpower. Gets that reset, and Sylvanas gets the kill. Riptire to chase after the bird. MJH low. Bear rolls back to the safety of the core, or the Hall of Storms, as the core is falling rapidly here, and gillyShark and Bingo Knight will take map number 2 in our third best of 3 of the day here in Division A. GG. Well played. Ayo. And let's build up the anticipation for Falstad stackage. Keep you all on the edge of your seats with riveting stats. I got something you can blunder. Oh, plunder. You mean plunder. Cav, I didn't know you were a pirate. 100 stacks on the dot for Falstad. Choose outcome. How many level 1 stacks for Falstad? 100 or more. Big ol' hundo. Big ol' beer ticket right, or yeah, beer ticket.
I'm about to bust.
Is that so, Stark?